Hey there, what is up you guys? I am Jerry and welcome back to the channel, The Chicago Griller. This is the show where I share my favorite tips, tricks, and recipes for the Weber Q. If you think that I could help you out, hit that like button and subscribe. The Lunar New Year is coming up, so I thought I would cook up an Asian-inspired dish and show you how I do Taiwanese-style pork chops on the Weber Q griddle. For today's recipe, I'm going to be grilling up these boneless pork chops. You can use bone-in, however, if that's your preference. Bone or no bone, you're going to look for the thin pork chops, about ½ an inch in thickness. This way you can cook them directly on the grill. The first thing you're going to want to do is grab some kitchen shears or a knife and cut a few slits around the edge of each pork chop. The reason why you do this, especially with thin boneless chops, is that it prevents them from curling up when they cook. Anyways, continue slicing or cutting slits in all your pork chops, and when you're done, just set the pork chops aside while you prepare the marinade. To simplify my cleanup today, I'm going to prepare my marinade in a Ziploc bag, and the first thing into the bag is going to be 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Next up, I have ½ a tablespoon of rice vinegar. Into the bag that goes. And then I'm following that up with a ½ tablespoon of sugar. And the next ingredient up are 2 cloves of garlic, pressed. Here comes the first clove of garlic. Into the bag that goes. And the second clove of garlic. Once all the garlic is in, we can add the most important ingredient of all, the Chinese 5-spice powder. We are going to add about a tablespoon of the 5-spice powder to the bag. The marinade is now complete, so add your pork chops into the bag. Now squeeze out all the air, seal up your bag tightly, and give the pork chops and the marinade a toss and shake until all your chops are thoroughly coated. Then place this in your fridge for at least 4 hours. Now after 4 hours, take your pork chops out of the bag and sprinkle about a ½ tablespoon of cornstarch on the surface of your pork chops. I swear this is cornstarch and not some other addictive white substance. Now take your clean hands and gently smooth the cornstarch onto the surface of your pork chops. The consistency and texture of the cornstarch combined with your marinade should seem like a light paste. Repeat this process on the second side. The cornstarch that we add here is what really helps give these pork chops their crisp on the grill. So now our prep is complete. Let's head on outside. And for this recipe today, we have installed a griddle on the right half of the Weber Q. Now traditionally, these pork chops are fried in a skillet. So what I'm going to do to replicate this process on the grill is liberally apply some olive oil to the griddle. Once the oil has been applied, shut the lid and let this grill continue to preheat. So now after about 15 minutes of preheating, my Weber Q is turned to a medium-high heat. And now I'll just add the pork chops directly to the griddle. Press down on your chops to ensure that they are in full contact with the surface of the griddle. Once all your chops are on board, shut the lid and let this cook for about 4 to 5 minutes on that first side. And after 4 or 5 minutes, you can give all your pork chops a flip. And as you can see, that is a very nice golden brown crust on each side of each pork chop. That said, I'm going to shift these guys around a little bit because I find that the lower half of my griddle runs a little bit hotter than the top half. Anyways, shut the lid and let this cook for another 4 to 5 minutes. Once that time is up, it's time to check on our chops. If you want to temperature check your pork chops, you're looking for 145 degrees Fahrenheit. And oops, I'm actually a little bit over, but I think I should be all right. With the marinade and the fact that I am eating these right away, they should still be nice and juicy and tasty. So with that said, celebrate the Chinese New Year with these pork chops and your favorite sides to go along with it. Today, I decided to stir fry up some bok choy seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic. And one more look at this dish before we close out the video with the recap. So that's my recipe for Taiwanese-style pork chops made on a Weber Q equipped with a griddle. Now traditionally, this would be deep fried in a skillet in oil, so let me know in the comment section down below what you think of my version. Thank you very much as always for watching today. If you enjoyed the show, as usual, hit that like button and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so that you could be alerted as to when new content drops. Thanks again for watching. I'll see y'all again next time. 新年快乐!